Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today we're embarking on a real journey into the ultimate human mystery. For thousands of years, across literally countless cultures and continents, humanity has gazed up at the stars and looked deep within themselves, trying to figure out the most profound mystery of our existence. Well, today we're going to explore an ancient roadmap that attempts to map out the unmappable. We're going way beyond the physical world and into the actual journey of the soul itself. It's the one massive question that unites every single one of us, right? What actually happens after death? Is it truly the end of our existence, like just closing the book for good? Or is it merely the beginning of another journey? Turning the page to a brand new chapter. To figure this out, we're going to look closely at a text that has absolutely fascinated spiritual seekers, scholars, and philosophers for centuries.
And that brings us to our primary source for today's explainer, the Garuda Purana. This is one of the 18 Mahapuranas in the Hindu tradition, but what makes it so incredibly captivating is exactly how it's structured. It's basically presented as this sacred cosmic dialogue. Just picture this. Garuda, the magnificent divine eagle and celestial vehicle, is traversing the cosmos, asking these huge existential questions, and Lord Vishnu himself is providing incredibly detailed universe-spanning answers. And unlike a lot of ancient scriptures that just focus on, say, mythology or daily rituals, the Garuda Purana actively and methodically explores the deepest mysteries of existence. It doesn't just skim the surface. It breaks down the true nature of the soul, the exact process of death, and the ultimate path to liberation.
Section 1. Death as a transition, not a destruction. Okay, let's dive into this first major concept. The text basically asks us to totally reframe how we view the end of life. It teaches that death is absolutely not a final destruction. It's really just a doorway. The main protagonist of our story here is the Atman, the eternal soul. According to the Garuda Purana, death occurs the exact moment this Atman separates from the physical body. So the physical vessel might perish, sure, but the soul, it's eternal. And here is where it gets incredibly specific. The text explains that at the moment of death, a person's final state of mind, their last thoughts, and all their accumulated actions become hugely significant. That final mental state basically acts as a compass, directly influencing exactly what the soul experiences right after leaving the body. And there's a brilliant metaphor from the source material that illustrates this perfectly. Just read this quote. Just as a person changes worn-out clothes for new ones, the soul leaves one body and prepares for its next stage of existence. It's just a beautiful, instantly relatable idea, isn't it? The physical body is literally just a garment. When it's worn out, the Atman just changes clothes. It takes this highly abstract, often terrifying concept of death and makes it feel remarkably natural and totally understandable.
Section 2. The law of karma, action and consequence.
Now, if the soul is the traveler on this journey, karma is absolutely the engine driving it. At the very heart of the Garuda Purana is this core principle: karma simply means action and its consequences. Every single thought, word, and deed creates an impression. The universe basically operates through this perfect, unavoidable law of cause and effect. Nothing is lost, and absolutely nothing is forgotten. These impressions just keep accumulating throughout your life, creating this massive, invisible web of energy. Good actions generate positive results and elevate the spirit, while harmful actions create suffering and these dense, heavy burdens. Think of it as a system of perfect cosmic accounting. It's a meticulously balanced ledger where every single action, no matter how tiny, eventually returns right back to its source. So how does this actually play out? Well, the soul's progression follows 4 really distinct steps. Step 1 is the separation from the body, which we just talked about. Step 2 is the karmic journey, where the soul moves through various realms guided by divine forces. Step 3 is experiencing the consequences. For those who lived virtuously, this journey is peaceful, even uplifting. But for those who caused harm, it involves some pretty significant challenges. And finally, step 4 is the preparation for rebirth. The text uses incredibly vivid imagery to describe all of this, really hammering home that our destiny isn't just random chance, it's meticulously shaped by our own actions. Section 3. Realms of Purification, and the NARAKAS explained. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that we need to clarify a major, super common misconception about that third step, experiencing consequences. If we explicitly contrast these two ideas, the Garuda Purana's perspective becomes perfectly clear. On one side, you have the concept of eternal damnation, a permanent, totally unchangeable state of punishment that you often find in Western philosophies. But on the other side, we have the Garuda Purana's concept of the NARAKAS. Now, Narakas are often translated as hell-like realms, but they are definitively not eternal punishments. No way. They are strictly temporary states. Their entire purpose is purification, learning, and profound correction. The soul goes there simply to experience the consequences of harmful actions, to essentially exhaust those heavy karmic effects, and then to continue its evolutionary journey. It's honestly a lot like a cosmic rehabilitation center. Every single soul ultimately has the opportunity to grow, learn, and move forward.
Section 4. Rebirth and ultimate freedom. Breaking the cycle. So once all those karmic effects in the Narakas are completely exhausted, what happens next? Well, the soul enters samsara, the continuous cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The soul is basically preparing for a new life, and the specific circumstances of that future life are heavily influenced by their previous actions and their overall level of spiritual development. But here is the really optimistic core of the Garuda Purana. Every single lifetime, no matter where it starts or how challenging it might seem, provides a brand new, fresh opportunity for profound learning and growth. However, the text makes it crystal clear that merely securing a better rebirth isn't the ultimate goal here. The highest objective, the grand exit strategy from samsara, is moksha. Moksha is total, absolute liberation from the endless cycle of birth and death. It's the profound realization of your true spiritual nature and ultimate union with the divine. It is the end of the journey, the point where the soul finally finds permanent, unshakable peace. Section 5. Lessons for the Living. Timeless Wisdom. So, the absolutely crucial question is, what does all of this mean for us, right now, living in the physical world? Because, honestly, understanding the afterlife is really just about understanding how to live today. The Garuda Purana offers this timeless wisdom that bridges thousands of years directly to our modern lives. It's a powerful reminder that material possessions absolutely cannot cross over with us. You can't take it with you. What truly matters, the baggage we do actually carry, is our character and our relationships. The takeaways here are clear and profound. Speak truthfully. Help others. Respect life. Practice compassion. Seek knowledge. Develop spiritual awareness. These aren't just polite suggestions. According to the text, these are the very mechanisms by which we shape our eternal trajectory. Whether you take them literally or just philosophically, these ethical pillars remain deeply, deeply relevant to building a meaningful life right now. And that brings us to a summarizing thought that I just find incredibly powerful. The Garuda Purana is not a book about death. It is a book about how to live. It really doesn't aim to create fear. It aims to inspire righteous living. It teaches that every single action matters. Every choice has consequences, and absolutely every soul possesses the potential for immense spiritual growth. Death isn't the end. It's literally just another step. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Knowing that the universe operates on a perfect law of consequences, and that literally nothing is ever lost or forgotten, how will your choices today actively shape your souls tomorrow? Let that question really sit with you as you reflect on your own spiritual awareness. Thank you so much for joining me.